Hello and welcome back, crocheters. Today we are going to learn how to do our first real stitch, the single crochet. The single crochet is a beautiful little stitch that, once you master, will really open up the crochet world for you. With it, you can make a lot of really wonderful, simple projects like scarves and blankets and sweaters. Honestly, the sky is the limit. So let's begin. Before we start, we are going to have to make a chain. Remember that the chain is the foundation or the beginning to every project. If you don't know how to make a chain, go ahead and watch my chain stitch tutorial, which is linked down below. All right, so we're going to start with a short chain of about 11 stitches. Go ahead and chain 11 and then come back and meet me when you're done. Okay, so now you should have a chain of 11 stitches, and you can go ahead and count how many chains you have by going ahead and counting these V's here. Each of these V's that you have are actually one chain stitch. So now that our chain is done, let's talk about the single crochet. So first things first, we need to put our hands in the correct places. So we're going to go ahead and check that we are holding our hook just like a pencil. Remember, that means it is between our thumb and our forefinger, and that we are resting it on our middle finger here. Our llama is actually going to bite the chain on the third hook. Okay, so let's stop talking about the single crochet and actually just jump into how we make it. First things first, we're going to need to put our hands in the correct places. So check that you're holding your hook just like a pencil. That means you're holding your hook between your thumb and your pointer finger, and your middle finger is balanced underneath it. For this stitch, in the beginning, you might actually want to use your middle finger to guide just a little bit, but your thumb and pointer should definitely be gripping the indentation on your hook. Next, you're going to grab your llama. Your llama is going to grab and bite the third loop on your chain. So look at your V's. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, and that is where your llama is going to bite. Okay? It's covering up the third V, or the third chain. Your llama is going to have the yarn between its ears, just like we did when we made our chain stitch. Our hands are doing the exact same thing. Remember that my llama ears are nice and tall because it is alert and happy. Now I want you to check your hands. Now double check them, and now triple check them. Make sure that they are looking exactly like mine before we continue. So if your hands are looking like mine, we are going to be ready to start. To start, we are going to poke our hook into the second chain from the hook. Okay, so here is the first chain. We're going to point into the second one, the one right by my thumb. So I am going to use my middle finger to guide me just a little bit. I'm going to poke from the front into my chain. Then I'm going to grab this yarn and I am going to pull it back through the chain. Almost imagine that your hook is reaching through the chain, or maybe even reaching through a window, grabbing that yarn and pulling it back in. Let me show you one more time. I am going from the front to poke my hook into my chain, grab the yarn, pull it out of the chain. Okay, that's my first step. At this point, you're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Now you're going to move your llama's mouth. You are going to bite the 2 loops that are on your chain. Then you are going to wrap your yarn from behind, and you are going to pull your hook through both loops. And you would have just completed your single crochet. So when you're done, go ahead and reset your hands. So at this point, you're going to move your llama's mouth to the chain right behind the one you're about to put your hook into. You're going to start again. You're going to poke and use your pointer finger to guide you if you need to. Excuse me, you're going to use your middle finger to guide you if you need to. You're going to poke into the chain. Pull the yarn through the chain. You have 2 loops. Bite the loops on the hook. Wrap around the yarn, pull it through the 2 loops. Reset your hands. Poke in, pull out, move your llama, wrap, pull through 2. Reset your hands. Poke in, pull out, move your llama, wrap, pull through 2. Show you up a little bit closer. Reset your hands, poke in, pull out, wrap, move your llama, pull through 2. Poke in, pull out, move your llama, wrap, pull through 2. Reset. Poke in, pull out, move your llama, wrap, pull through 2. Go ahead and undo some more of my yarn here. You may notice that the single crochet is a little bit like the chain. The only difference is you're poking into the chain and pulling out, but then the next couple steps are almost exactly the same. Our hands are doing the same thing. My llama is staying still, except for when I move the mouth at that one point. I'm still using my hook to pull through. And the sayings are the same. So I poke in, I pull out, I wrap, I pull through 2. So the only real difference is that I'm poking into the chain and pulling out of the chain. But the wrapping and then pulling through is exactly the same as my chain. So if you're comfortable doing a chain, then you should be pretty comfortable doing the single crochet. Okay, so I have just gone through and finished what we call my first row. That means I put a single crochet stitch into each hole or each link of my chain. Once I reach the end of the row, I need to start my next row. How I do that is I chain 1, which means I wrap, I grab, and I pull through 1. So I went ahead and I chained 1, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn my entire project over. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing all over again. But this time, instead of putting my hook inside of my chains, I'm actually going to put my hook inside of each of the stitches that I have just created below. So in the beginning crocheters, it can be a little bit tricky to figure out where you put your hook. A way that can help you is if you look at your project, especially if you tilt it a little bit to the side, you're going to see these V shapes on top. These V's here are your stitches that you just created. You're going to go under those V's, and that is where you're going to put your hook. So I have 10 stitches here Remember, I chained 11 and I skipped a chain, giving me 10 stitches here. So I should have 10 stitches in my next row and in the row on top and on and on. So I'm going to have 10 V's up here, and if you look at it from this side, which is the side you're going to be working through, you're going to see that you're going to have space, these 10 little gaps where you're going to just put your hook inside of. These are the spaces between your stitches. So let's go ahead and do the next row. So make sure that your hands are in the proper position. I'm holding my hook like a pencil, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grip my projects with my llama. So if I am going to be putting my hook into this first space here, this first V, I'm going to grab or bite the space right behind where I'm about to put my hook. That just gives me a little bit more control. My llama ears are going to pull this yarn back. Now, notice that the yarn that I'm pulling back, the working yarn, or the yarn that's still attached to my ball, is behind my llama's mouth. It's not in between my llama's mouth. It's not in front of my llama's mouth. It's behind. Always, 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 your working yarn is behind your project. So just double check, triple check that your hands are in the right position with your yarn behind, and go ahead and make your stitch. So you poke in, you pull out, move your llama, wrap, pull through 2 loops. Move your llama back a little bit, go into your next one, poke in, pull out, wrap, move your llama, pull through both. Move your llama back again. Poke in, pull out, bite the loops that are on the hook, wrap your hook around from the back to the front, make sure the yarn is going from the back to the front, and pull through the 2 loops. Just like with my chain, notice that my llama isn't really moving. My mouth is switching a little bit where I'm holding it to gain more control, but the whole hand isn't moving. I'm not lifting my project over. My hook is doing most of the work. My llama's mouth is only moving to give my yarn the right tightness or tension, and to give me a little bit of control over what I'm doing. But that's the only time it's really moving. Again, my hook is doing all of the work. Whoops. Poke in, pull out, wrap, go through 2. Again, I find myself at the end of another row. I'm going to go ahead and chain 1. So I wrap, bite, pull through 1. Going to turn the whole thing over, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start on my next row. So here I have 2 rows of stitches, or 2 layers. You might have a hard time seeing it, but this here would be my first row, this here would be my second row. Now at this point, you might feel very comfortable with making the single crochet, or you might be a little bit confused, a little bit lost. That's okay. Go ahead and watch this video again from the beginning and re-watch it until you understand. Some good advice I could give you is to maybe ask a grown-up or someone else to do the first 2 rows for you, because I believe that those are the hardest. When you go to practice on your own, I wouldn't make a chain that's longer than 10 or 15 stitches, because when it gets too long, what ends up happening is this part here gets really twisted and you have a hard time figuring out where's the next place for your hook to go. In fact, figuring out where does my hook go is actually one of the biggest challenges I see that new crocheters have. The stitch itself, poking in, pulling out, wrapping, pulling through two, that's not so tricky. Usually crocheters will figure it out. They'll whisper those words to themselves and be able to do the stitch, but they get lost because they don't know where to put their hook. I really, really, really encourage you to keep your hands where they need to be at all times. Don't move your llama unless you are just adjusting its mouth a little bit. Make sure your hook is doing all the work. Make sure your ears are staying nice and tall. But just remember that with patience, practice, and perseverance, you're going to be able to figure this out. This stitch is going to be probably the hardest one that you learn. After that, all the other stitches are kind of just repeats of this stitch. So master this one, ask for help if you need it, and once you feel comfortable, go ahead and look at my next video on how to make the half double crochet. I hope you enjoyed your time with me as much as I enjoyed my time with you. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to watch other videos on my channels and other videos like this. If you have any questions, just be sure to comment down below, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye!